Okay. So look, I just want to go over the secondary credit bureaus. This video has been long overdue. The reason why I found out about the secondary credit bureaus and their impact is, doing credit sweeps for a few clients, this is years back. I got stuff removed quickly, but then the stuff got reinserted. You know what I mean? And I'm looking at myself, why? How is this possible? You know what I'm saying? How is this possible? You know what I'm saying? So, after we block and remove the information, come to find out, it's the secondary credit bureaus that are going to Experian and Equifax and TransUnion and giving them proof and, trying to verify the account, right? That's why you're getting those letters that say, after we have conducted our investigation, right? I'm gonna put a screenshot of the letter from Experian. It's like the same thing as like the STAR letter, but just a little bit different. It sells important information and it says a whole bunch of BS, right? Long story short though, right? That's when I found out about the secondary credit bureaus and I made it, imperative to opt out of each one, all right? I know a few of these like LexisNexis and SageStream, you can opt out electronically. Chexsystems, you can opt out electronically, but for the most part, that's only for a period of 5 years. You can go ahead and just send mail, go on LetterStream, send a cover letter, tell them you want to opt out, and you can opt out of all of these secondary credit bureaus, okay? There are 11 secondary credit bureaus. That's why this will be a 2-part video, okay? This video is going to go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The other video is going to go over the other 6. And I'm going to give you the categories as to what they report, okay? Right? So the first one we're going to go over is going to be Innovis, okay? Innovis reports credit-related information and also public records, all right? Innovis is going to report information about your credit, also some rental history, okay? So if you ever rented an apartment, if you ever had an eviction, a judgment, things of that nature, broken lease, right? Innovis can report that information. And they report it to companies like RealPage, Leasing Desk, and things of that nature, okay? So I just want y'all to be cognizant because if y'all ever received, a denial for an apartment and, they said it was Leasing Desk, RealPage, any of these companies, they get it from Innovis and they also get it from CoreLogic, okay? That's where they get their information from, all right? So CoreLogic, property, and apartment screening, okay? So CoreLogic, if you ever had a foreclosure, if you ever had short sale on the property, tax defaults, tax liens on properties, you were back on taxes on the property, right? And it came and foreclosed on your house because you didn't pay the taxes. That goes to CoreLogic, also goes to Innovis, right? CoreLogic also deals with the apartments as well, so the apartment related info as well, right? Which also includes lease violations as well, all right? You got SageStream. SageStream is going to be credit related information, all right? So there's going to be late payments, on-time payments, collections, charge-offs, repossessions, foreclosure, bankruptcy, right? Pretty much any of the stuff that you can think of, right? LexisNexis and SageStream are the same company at this point, and they definitely will try to furnish bankruptcy records. That's actually illegal as well, all right? It's illegal, okay? Because courts do not furnish bankruptcy records to credit reporting agencies such as SageStream and LexisNexis, but that's going to be a whole nother video, right? We got Chexsystems. Chexsystems is dealing specifically with the banking sector. So with Chexsystems, when you apply for new bank accounts, right, it's called a demand deposit inquiry. Just like when you apply for credit, you have a credit inquiry, a hard inquiry, right? When you apply for a credit card, a car, a line of credit, mortgage, whatever the case might be, right? So Chexsystems is a credit reporting agency just like Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. When you apply for a Chase bank account or any bank account, it's going to give you a new demand deposit inquiry. A demand deposit account is just a bank account, okay? They call it a demand deposit because you can withdraw and deposit money at will as you would like. That's why they call it demand deposit account. And that's why it's called a demand deposit inquiry, because it is a credit inquiry where they're checking your credit and reporting that you have the intention of opening a new bank account. ID Analytics. ID Analytics does with identification verification, right? So if you ever apply for an apartment, you use your passport, you use your ID, and they do the thing where they scan it, right? Or they try to run your stuff through the system. If it's a driver's license, then they call the DMV and try to confirm your information, right? Or they use something like Checkpoint where they scan it and see if the ID is real or fake or whatever the case might be and see what information comes off of the barcode. That information comes directly from ID Analytics. All right. So Checkpoint and all these ID verification systems, they all come right back to this bureau. That's the bureau that gives them all the information on the identification verification. So if you need to identify yourself or do an identity verification, it comes from ID Analytics, all right? So the secondary credit bureaus, right? That's the first part of credit repair, credit sweeps, whatever the case might be, right? Because you might be able to remove some accounts, but these secondary credit bureaus are still housing information that they'll still try to report to the credit bureaus. So even if you delete an account, it might be reinserted because you did not freeze these. You didn't opt out, okay? You got to opt out of all of these, all right? If you're undergoing credit repair and if you're trying to fix your banking history, you got to opt out of this one as well. You got to dispute this one as well, all right? So with that being said, if you want more in-depth information on like how to go ahead and send out the letters, how to go ahead and freeze them, how to opt out, what's the difference between freezing and opting out, things of that nature, look, Upper Echelon University, I can't say it enough. It's an all-in-one digital course covering everything credit, Airbnb, entrepreneurship, all right? All these topics I talk about, it goes in twice as depth, all right? There's payment plans for this university starting as low as $27 per month. Can't afford $27 per month, I don't know what to tell you. Find a way, right? But outside of that, if you have any other questions, if y'all need help as far as, getting out of these secondary credit bureaus, if you need credit sweeps, if you need credit repair, right? Telegram, just go ahead and tap on my Telegram. My assistant will get you situated. We'll get you on whatever program you need to be on. We'll find out. If you need to talk to me direct, book a call. It's that simple. Peace out.